Well, so it's wonderful to be an infrastructure provider, this is greatly simplified, but like we need roads, to drive the cars on, and we want those roads to be smooth. And a couple of weeks ago, I took
And everything. Yeah.
yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I took my son who's 19, and he's busy doing his thing, and I said, okay, hey, take the weekend off. You need to spend some time with your dad. So we went on a little road trip up into the mountains, get out of the heat. I'm in Arizona, so and along the way there were just amazingly smooth roads that you're cruising along 70, 75 miles an hour, got the radio going. It's like you barely hear anything. And then, all of a sudden it just, it's like, man, I felt like I was like driving over, I don't know, rocks, it's so rough. And so anyway, as an infrastructure provider, it's critical to have the smooth roads, right? But at the end of the day, people, need a car to drive on the road. And so this is the analogy is often we describe that the VPU is like an engine, you know, and the engine, of course, goes in a car and propels the car to drive over the road, which would be like the network. But you need the car. So I'm curious how you guys are addressing or solving or thinking about as a network provider, infrastructure provider, how are you approaching this when people come and say, this is amazing, I want that smooth road, I want the wide lane, all the goodness, right, that you bring, but I need a car, I don't have the engineering team or the money or the time to go build it. How are you handling that? Are you doing partnerships with software
Very, very good.
ISVs that are then,
Yeah.
deploying on i3D, or are you building it yourself, or what are you doing?
Well, I mean, if I had unlimited resources, of course, I would build it myself.
Yeah, of course. I know you're an
No,
engineer and you're a
of
builder.
course, of
So
course.
yeah.
No, but that's a really good question, and we went through the same evolution in the games industry as well, where
Mm,
we know what we do best, having that solid infrastructure foundation, insights, and the details, and so on. But let's say you need a matchmaker, leaderboards, and everything. We have
yeah.
a number of partners that we work with very closely, and we are doing the same also now on the video and broadcasting
Mhm,
industry.
mhm.
So yeah, we can give you that engine with the nice flat roads, no potholes.
Yeah.
Um, but if you don't have the other components yourselves, we can recommend you quite a few
Yeah.
number of partners that we trust in, work closely with, that we also
Yeah.
with their teams on Slack to keep the lines short.
Yeah.
Um, we believe strongly in partnerships, and also if you're watching this and you would be interested in also joining our partner program, of course, also reach out to me because I think
Absolutely. Yeah.
we can
Reach out to Stefan
exactly,
for sure.
exactly. Yeah.